Welcome back to Let's Play Knights of the Old Republic. I'm Hunter Black Luna. Got everyone back in their more or less normal clothes, made a few equipment upgrades, nothing really major though. Of note is that Darth Bandon's fiber armor is upgradable. I don't know, it's still not as good as the Achani fiber armor. That's how it goes sometimes. Everything is pretty much as upgraded as can be. Get Canderous a little more out of his weapon. It's always good. And it's time to change the crystal back. There's a few special crystals that we can get, I think basically for the end game. But the thing is, they changed the lightsaber color, and I don't know about that. That's a really awesome crystal to have. There's also Luxum, which is good versus droids, and there's one that's good. It's the Solari crystal. Look at that. It's like several different crystals rolled into one. Meanwhile, the Junro. It's interesting to me. Sigils are so incredibly badass. We'll be lowering the overall damage output, but we'll be getting special damage bonuses versus dark side and droids. And, well, that's all the Sith that we need to worry about are their droids and their Dark Jedi. So even though this looks like a bit of a downgrade, Solarian for Fikran, I like it. Let's go for it. Everyone else's crystals are, you know, it's not tough. Opila. Have a Jinro crystal. Jahani. Yeah, you could be blue too, I suppose. Let's get you any kind of crystals to help you power up. Opila and... oh, I'll give you a Sigil crystal. Oh wow, there's tons of Sigil crystals to go around. Jahani can really get some business done with these things, looks like. So many double blades. I could put her on double blades too if I wanted, I suppose. Should I give him attack +1, damage +1? Okay, the Sigil is just indisputably superior. And there we go, we're back to full Jedi styling. Like I said, I love the pure blue of the blade. There's something that's just entrancingly beautiful about a completely blue lightsaber blade. So I'm gonna have to think on it, because these endgame crystals are available at Yavin. Let's go there. Let's get ambushed, everybody.
Incoming fighters!
Welcome to Let's Get Ambushed by a bullshit minigame. Huh. Looks like one of them just ran into my bullets. You know, if they want to do that, that's fine. Oh, these guys are annoying. Come on, pass. I literally have to wait for them to come into my field of fire, because that's my best chance. I hate this minigame. good work, everybody. We made it to Yavin. Let's go do some business. There we go. Doesn't matter terribly who we bring along, I suppose. We're just here to do some business.
What?
Candace, you need a few levels, don't you? Strength really ain't doing anything for you. Wow. I'll give him dexterity, I suppose. Better than nothing. Or I had been building you as a melee attacker, it looks like. Not much else to do. Okay, so I'll go for specialization in melee. And there you go. You're up to speed. Now our friend should be opening up his special stocks.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muri ra. Tangi wama jiko.
It's a trap!
Ki muri ra kun king. Tong hit wama agi inko tune.
If matos kalmatas, mayroon na yun na gusto din. Wonderful.
This force persuade is pretty good, but... I'm pretty sure it won't work. Fucking Trandoshans. Okay. We do have a little bit of a problem though, being completely surrounded. I'm the only Jedi here too, so it falls on me to work some force magic before I just get right down to the business. Candace is actually outside though.
Huh?
Interesting. Because he can do this to them. Alright, go ahead and concentrate on these guys too. Ow. Luckily Suvam is fairly well immune to this bullshit. Ow. They love grenades. Okay, he resisted. Screw it. Time for a force jump. Just fuck your grenades. These Trandoshans are not playing around too much. I want to pop a couple heals. Just to keep this. Okay. Man, they are resistant too. No, seriously, come on.
How'd you like that?
I go down and there's problems. I still wanted to fight these guys. I love how we're having more problems with these random douchebags than friggin' Sith Lords. There we go. Karth's kinda just... or Candace is just kinda holding the line over there. No resistance.
Let's go!
This is futile though. Jesus.
Just grunky to pats nemo. Chi ita kanki chana kilikon. Imba tong hit wama agi inko tune. Portong hi wama ji aki. Chiwa aita kanki chana. Jiskadosoki kopa bono nakachu.
Oh, this is what I was waiting the game for. More specifically, the Mantle of the Force and the Heart of the Guardian. Two lightsaber crystals that are... oh, they're just the best. They're core crystals, which is why they changed the color. Dexterity +5. That would be a cool implant to have. All sorts of... oh, he's Suvam Tam. He has the best. I haven't actually gotten the Mantle of the Force or the Heart of the Guardian, really. I'm told that Mantle of the Force changes the other crystals in your lightsaber, whereas Heart of the Guardian is raw damage, do DPS, and frankly Heart of the Guardian sounds like the sort of thing I would want. So I'm gonna save my game and then do a bit of commerce and experimentation. And we'll see where that goes, everybody. By the way, everyone, quick note, make sure to loot these Trandoshans. Every single one of them has 1,000 credits on them, and thermal detonators, which are worth more than 1,000 credits each, I believe. And, well, basically, I got really hardcore about selling him stuff, and I was able to afford both the lightsaber crystals, Heart of the Guardian, and Mantle of the Force, with plenty of money to spare. And basically what you're doing is approaching the endgame, since we have all the star map bits. So all the rest is kind of irrelevant, just sell all your stuff and you'll be fine. And I don't really need anything else, honestly. I just need to decide what kind of stuff I'll go with. I could do a double sabers with the 2 special crystals in them. That would result in maximum badass. In any case, I'm going to go back to the workbench and tinker a bit, and we'll talk more after that. Hey guys, we're back, and I think I've decided on our loadout. I am currently sporting a double blade with the Heart of the Guardian in it, 4 to 38 base, which means 10 to 44 in our hands, with an insane to hit chance, attack modifier +4, and blaster bolt deflection +4. It's got a sigil and a Solari in it. This thing is built to deliver the most damage, period. Nothing is going to stand in my way. We also have Mantle of the Force, which is currently held by Jolie. He's definitely coming along with me in the final battle. 4 to 25 base is just spectacular for a single blade. Not to mention that it will also regenerate his force points. Well worth it, especially since, hey, when you're in the final battle, money stops mattering that much. Excuse me. I bet that sounded like the apocalypse. I give Juhani my old Jedi Knight robe. And I outfitted her with 2 blue blades. 3 to 17 with an attack modifier +4. And 5 to 19 with a special damage bonus against droids and attack modifier +2. So yeah, those are our Jedi characters outfitted. I'm actually going to have a talk with some of the members of our crew before we head out to the Starforge system.
Got something on your mind, dude? I don't want to talk about that. Now that's a unique method of getting someone to talk. Thunder about like a bantha in a circuit shop. Does that work for you often? Let me tell you something. Once you've lived as many years as I have, you'll have yourself a long, long list of memories. If you're lucky, most of them will be good. If you're not, some will be bad. If you're really unlucky, some will be so bad you'll never want to be reminded of them again, ever. You'll go far away, to a place that doesn't hold any memories at all. And there you'll be happy just to forget and be forgotten. You say that now, but I'm talking to you from across the breadth of many years' experience. That is a gap I simply can't cross for you. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been in love? Truly in love, I mean, and not simple infatuation. Exactly. You're still at the beginning of your life. There will be men in your life, perhaps many men. But if you're fortunate, you'll find love once. The Jedi, with their damnable sense of over-caution, would tell you love is something to avoid. Thankfully, anyone who's even partially alive knows that's not true.
Like me and Bastila.
Love doesn't lead to the dark side. Passion can lead to rage and fear and can be controlled, but passion is not the same thing as love. Controlling your passions while being in love, that's what they should teach you to beware. But love itself will save you, not condemn you. Listen to me go on as if I had all the answers. What do I know of love anymore? I'm just a lonely old man who's not even a Jedi.
You're doing pretty good at it.
You do you? I wouldn't listen too closely. I'm no authority on anything. I just think that the greatest things in life shouldn't be avoided because they come with a few complications. Love causes pain, certainly. Inevitably, love is going to lead to as much sorrow and regret as it does joy. I suppose there are perfect, eternal loves out there, but I haven't seen any. And how do you deal with the bad part of love is what determines your character. What determines the dark side's hold over you. I haven't changed my mind. I'm still not going to talk about it. You go and find your own love if you want to know so badly. I'll tell you one thing. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you and the one you love simply aren't meant to be together. The trick is to know when that is. To know when it's time to fight and when it's time to part ways.
I don't like the sound
There
of
I
that.
go, waxing philosophical again. Somebody blast me already. Let's get going before I start talking in riddles, damn it.
I'd rather listen to you for 1,000,000 years than the Jedi Council, Jolie. I sure hope we can get Bastila back, guys. I don't want this to turn into star-crossed lovers and shit. If we'd just been allowed to kill Darth Malak back there, then all this wouldn't have happened. There could have been new complications to the story, but the story should have accounted for that possibility, especially when it was so possible. I had him down in 2 rounds, tops. Had him down clean as a sheet.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. Statement. Yes, Master. You created me shortly after you and your apprentice began your war to conquer the galaxy.
Oh.
I was sent on an assassination mission into Mandalorian space, but I was damaged and unable to return to you. Exclamation. I find this most distressing. I could certainly have protected you from the Jedi and your pupil's betrayal had I returned.
Then things would have been a lot different.
Observation. You may be right, Master. This way we are reunited, and neither of us has suffered permanent termination. Observation. You are different in many fundamental ways, Master. You have a concern for life that is unsettling. This cannot solely be caused by memory loss. I do not know how to explain it. Regardless, you do seem to be improved overall from the human I once knew.
Ah, even HK agrees. That puts a smile on my face.
Answer. It was you who programmed me thus, Master. Your pupil once asked me what I thought of him, and I informed him of his meatbag status. He was unimpressed, but you found the reference humorous. You changed my programming so that I would continue to use the term. It drove your pupil to extreme lengths of frustration. Observation. Of course you do, Master. You did then as well.
Some things don't change.
Commentary. Your former pupil is efficient and brutal, even for an organic. I rather liked him when you first introduced me to him. If I had known what he would do to you, Master, I would have gladly removed his entrails right then.
I do appreciate the sentiment.
Answer. No, Master. You never did make me privy to any of the Starforge's secrets.
Probably smart.
As you desire, Master. Signing off.
Very interesting.
Yeah, what do you
Hey,
want?
Candace.
We fought against the Republic forces for some time, over the course of many battles. At the start, they were not much of a threat to speak of. But once you had taken charge, things began to turn against us. The Republic fleets began to use more than just basic tactics. Feints, Counterattacks, mass deceptions. You were a genius on the field. You are held in very high regard among my people. You abandoned worlds of their defenders so that others could be too fortified to strike. You made sacrifices in order to advance your goals. Such strategies had never been enough to best us before. In the end, you proved too much for us. But it was close. So close. It looked like the entire galaxy was within our grasp. I still remember that final battle in the skies above Malachor 5. The two fleets filling the space around it, outshining the stars. It was not your ships, or your men, or your vaunted fight for freedom that won this, the final battle of the war. It was by the actions of one person, you, that the Republic prevailed. Your strategies and tactics defeated the best we could send against you. Even Mandalore himself was taken aback by the ferocity of your attacks, the tenacity of your defenses, and the subtleties of your plans. You fought us to a standstill, and then began pushing back. We really didn't have a chance.
Yeah.
Ha! Don't be naive. The Republic is not invincible. This battle was the end of the war one way or another. It was what we had wanted all along, in a way. We wanted to fight the best, in a battle that would be remembered for centuries. And we did. And you won. I hold no grudge against you, nor do any of my people. It was the greatest of honors to fight against you, even in defeat. It is even more of an honor to fight beside you now. Had you been born of the Mandalorian clans, surely nothing in this galaxy would have been able to stop us. But wishing for the past to be different is useless. Better look to the future, as we should now. We'll talk more later, I think. Is there something else you want to know?
No, I'm good.
Your choice.
I guess this is just the episode to feel good about ourselves, everybody. Malik the Meatbag. Malik Bag. Big Z? Let me guess. Yeah. I wonder what Juhani thinks of this. I guess we're fellow traders now. We could join the trader club.
How can you possibly be Raven? The Jedi whose troops saved me on Taris. It was Raven, leading an army out to defeat the Mandalorians. It was you. I knew when I heard that you had become the Dark Lord of the Sith, that something was wrong with it. The woman who saved me, who I have come to care for, could never go completely to the dark side.
No, I was pretty fucked.
It is good to know that you have truly changed. It gives me hope. I do not think now that I will fall to the dark side. I only have to look at you and follow by your example, and there is no way I can fail.
You'll do fine.
That is especially meaningful, coming from you. I will never forget what you did for me, even if you do not remember it.
Well, no one is ever here in either game. Seems like a cool place for someone to hang. Oh well. Hey Karth.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Anything on your mind? Apparently not.
You got it.
That even looks kind of military camo-ish. Looks good on you. Well, I suppose that's it. Star Forge system. No entry in the Republic archives, which is not too surprising considering we couldn't find it. We really don't have any business on any of these planets. We could go to Manan and do the Genna Haradan quest, but I decided I'm just not going to do that. So we're ready to rock, pretty much. So let us rock.
You are strong, child. But I will break you.
I'll never fall to the dark side.
You tell him, Bastila.
You think torture will turn me, Malik? You're a fool.
Torture? No, dear Bastila. You misunderstand. This is but a taste of the dark side to whet your appetite. When you finally swear loyalty to me, it will be willingly.
Never.
Such resolve in your words, but I see the truth in your heart. The dark side calls to you, Bastila. You hunger to taste it. Become my apprentice, and all its power can be yours.
The Starforge. I've never seen anything like it.
I have.
I'm transmitting these coordinates to Admiral Dodana. Maybe a quick strike by the Republic can cripple the Sith fleet. Message is away. Now we can just wait for the Republic to show up. We should be safe here. We're outside their sensor range. Small vanguard of Sith fighters coming in hard. Someone needs to get on those gun turrets. Take those fighters out before they report our position to the main fleet.
Great. Can we get Juhani to do this?
Incoming fighters!
God damn it. At least we get a nice big old look at the Starforge. I really like the design of the Starforge. Frankly, it looks cooler than the Death Star to me, which is the easy thing to compare it to.
Oh, we've got problems. We've flown in some kind of disruptor field. All my instruments are jammed. We've got massive overloads in all systems. I'm picking up a single planet in this system. I'll try and put us down there. Hold on. This may be a rough landing.
This is your captain speaking. We may experience some slight turbulence and then explode.
Whew. Talk about your rough landings, Karth. What's the matter? You're flying like you've been on an all-night Teresian ale drinking binge.
That disruptor field fried our stabilizers. We're lucky we made it down in one piece. But if I can't find the salvage to make repairs, I won't even be able to get the Ebonhawk airborne again.
During our rather rapid descent, I noticed the hulls of many crashed ships scattered across the landscape. Perhaps the parts you need can be found among the wreckage.
The Cathar's right. This planet's a technological graveyard. I saw dozens of downed ships out there. That disruptor field must have wiped them all out. But where could it be coming
Got an
from?
idea.
Even if we get the stabilizers fixed, we have to find and disable the source of that disruptor field before we can take off. Otherwise, we'll just end up crashing again.
There's also that to consider. Oh goodness.
You're right. That Sith fleet we saw must have some type of protection against the disruptor field. We have to find a way to disable it, or the Republic will be slaughtered.
Great, and we led them right into this.
T3's picking up massive power fluctuations on the ship's sensors. They seem to be coming from some type of large stone structure to the east. It looks like some kind of ancient temple.
There's also Bastila. Oh, so much to do all of a sudden. Let's go check it out.
Good idea. If that temple's generating power, it probably has something to do with that disruptor field.
Hey, don't forget about Bastila, guys. We still have to rescue her, too.
You don't
I
think I
only
don't
hope
think
we're
about
not
her,
too late.
like, constantly?
Bastila has been Malik's prisoner for a long time. If he can turn her to the dark side, she will join him, and the Sith will be invincible.
Yeah.
I fear Bastila will find the lure of the dark side
Privately,
difficult
so
to
do I.
resist. She is strong in the Force, but she's also impulsive, willful,
Pompous and
and
arrogant.
proud, as you once were,
It's part of
Revan.
her cuteness, but... I don't know, I kinda like being called Revan. If nothing else, then it's a name like Shepard.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Now that you know your true identity, I was afraid you might slip back over to the dark side. If Bastila feels as you do, there may yet be hope for her.
Well, if Bastila's on the Starforge like you think, Jolie, then we can't rescue her until we disable that disruptor field. The sooner we investigate that temple to the east, the better. We can probably find the wreckage of a downed ship along the way. And if we're lucky, we can salvage some stabilizers from it to get off this planet.
I hope everything works out as smooth as you make it sound, Karth.
Well, so do I, Mission.
Oh,
So
I'm
do
sure
I.
we're good. Well, that's how it goes, I guess. Next time on Let's Play Knights of the Old Republic, we'll go out on this uncharted world and see if we can't rustle up some parts. And some Bastilas. See you then.